fine and doing good. So, I again welcome you in this video class of maths with the topic Basic Geometrical Shapes. So, what is geometry basically? If I talk about the things we see around us, we see different things, a lot of things around us like table, chair, book, box, door, boards, lot of things, and all these things are having different shapes like square, triangle, rectangle, quadrilateral, circle, different shapes they are having. So, all these different shapes, when we study about them in a single branch of maths, that branch of maths is called geometry. So, now when you will think, now you will ask that what is the use of geometry? So, the concept of geometry is used in measurement, finding areas and volumes, in the construction of dams, buildings, bridges, etc. There is a lot of use of this geometry. So, in today's class, we will discuss about some basic elements of geometry. That what are the basic things we require to study or know about the geometry. So, let's start. Basic elements of geometry. The first basic element of geometry is point. We all know when we discuss about point, it is just a small dot made by a pencil on a paper. If this is the board I am having and I am using this chalk and just making a dot here. This dot, what is this? This dot is point. Basic, and now when you will see this dot, it is having no length, no breadth and no thickness. It is having no dimensions, no length, no breadth and no thickness. That's it. It is just a small dot represented by a pen or a pencil on a paper. Next one, line. What is line basically? Line is a collection of points that makes a line. It is a collection of points. How? Suppose I have made some points here, some points like this here. I have made several points. Now I am making these points join. I have joined all these points with the help of pencil. This is what? This is a line. How it is a collection of points? We have made several points and then joined it with the help of a pencil and a ruler. This is forming a line. Now, what are the properties of line? If we will see the characteristics of line, it is line has only length. It is having only one dimension, that is length. It is not having breadth and not having thickness. It is only having length. You can see, we can see it is a length. After that, line do not have any end point. No end point is there in the line. You can see we have represented this line by the arrows on both the sides. These arrows means that it can be extended from both the sides as much as you want. If I want this line to be a little bigger, a slighter longer, I can extend it from either of the side. I can extend it from the first end or from this side. So, line is having no end point. It can be extended from both the sides. So, this is the second point. no endpoints are there in line. It can be extended in both directions. You can see in both directions it is represented by the arrow. So it can be extended in both directions. If it is having no endpoint and it can extend it as much as we want, so it will definitely will not have any fixed length. It is not having any fixed length. I want this line to be a little longer, I can extend it. So it is not having fixed length. It is not having fixed length. That means we cannot measure this line. We cannot tell that this is of 2 centimeter or a line is of 7 centimeter or any other measurement. We cannot measure line because it can be extended from both the sides. Okay. Now, if I talk about how we write the name of a line. Suppose this is a line, 2 arrows are there on both ends, both the sides. Here it is represented as A, here it is B. So how we will write the name? It will be written as AB, this AB, and the symbol above AB should be the symbol of line. A line with arrows on both ends. This is the representation or how we represent a line, how we name a line. Line is having no endpoints. It cannot be measured because it can be extended from both the sides. It is having no fixed length. Let's move to our next element of geometry, that is line segment. After this line, it is line segment. Line segment is a part of a line. Suppose I am having this line here with arrows on both sides. Now, from this line, I am taking a small part. Suppose I am taking this much part, starting from here and ending here. I am talking about this point, this length only. So this is a line segment. What is line segment? Line segment is a part of line. This is the line and this is the part of line. This is called line segment. So now you can see this line segment. Start here, this line segment is having 2 endpoints. First endpoint, second endpoints. Okay. If they are having endpoints, it cannot be extended from both the sides. If it is now line, what is line segment now? This is line segment. It is having 2 endpoints. Yes. It cannot be extended from either of the side. Okay. So, if it cannot be extended, it will definitely have a fixed length. It is having fixed length. If it is having fixed length, that means the length of this line segment can be measured. Length of line segment can be measured because it is having 2 endpoints. Now, how to write the name? Similarly, just like this line, there are 2 names written, P at one end, Q at the second end. So, if we want to write it, represent it, so it will be PQ. Above that, we will make a symbol of simple line without any arrows on the sides. On line, there are arrows on both ends. In line segment, there is no arrows on the endpoints. After that, third one is ray. Look, line was having no endpoints. Line segment was having 2 endpoints. Ray, third one is ray. That is, it is having only 1 endpoint. That means, what is a ray? Ray is like this. This is the end point, or this end point is also called initial point. After this, here is a line and on the other hand there is an arrow. That means one end point, and on the other side we can extend it as much as we want. So what is the properties and characteristics of ray? Ray has one end point. That end point is also called initial point. It can be extended by one side. It cannot be extended from here because it is the end point. So it can be extended from one side. Now, if I want to extend it from this side, I can extend. That means it will not have fixed length. Fixed length, there is no fixed length. That means this length cannot be measured. I hope this much is clear. Line segment and rays. There are a slightest difference between these 3 points. Line, no endpoints. Line segment, 2 endpoints. Ray, 1 endpoint. Lines can be extended from both the sides. Line segment cannot be extended from any of the sides. Ray can be extended from any one side. Line cannot be measured. It has no fixed length. Line segment can be measured. It have fixed length. Ray cannot be measured because it is having no fixed length. I hope this much is clear. Now let's move to our next point, that is pair of lines. Like we are having 2 pair of lines. So what conditions can be there? So we will discuss that. First one, intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are the lines when 2 lines intersect each other at one common point. Like 2 lines are meeting each other or cutting each other at a single point. Those lines are called intersecting lines. Here you can see when 2 lines meet at common point, like this is the first line AB, this is the second line AC, and these 2 lines are meeting here at one common point. So these lines are intersecting. This common point is called point of intersection. Point of intersection. After that, now let's discuss second pair of lines, that are parallel lines. So parallel lines again are pair of lines, that means they are having 2 lines which do not meet each other at any point. Intersecting lines meet each other at one point, and parallel lines are not going to meet each other at any point. Like example, the railway tracks. And if I talk about the length of this board above one and this length of this board, that one side and this one side will not meet each other at any point. So these are parallel lines. After that, perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines, what are perpendicular lines? The lines which meet each other. Lines which meet each other but at right angle. Right angle means 90-degree angle. So when 2 lines meet each other at right angle, that is perpendicular line. You can see this board, the length of this board, this one and this length of the board, these 2 length or line are meeting at 90-degree here. So this one and this one are perpendicular lines. I hope this much is clear to all of you. Now let's move to some more basic elements of geometry. Plane. What are plane basically? If I talk about any solid object like this green board is a solid object. It is having some surface. Like if I am having a water bottle. This is a solid object. It is also having its surface. So all these solid objects have either flat surface or curved surface. Like this green board is having flat surface and this water bottle is having curved surface. Now, why we are discussing this here in plane? So plane, what are planes basically? Planes are basically the flat surfaces. If I am talking about this green board, it is flat, so it will be considered as a plane, or all the flat surfaces shows the idea of a plane. Now the water bottle we have shown here, it was having curved surface, so that is not a plane. All the flat surfaces gives the idea of the plane. This green board is a plane. Okay. Next one, collinear points. Okay. What are collinear points? Three or more points which lie on same line. Which lie on a same line. What does it mean? Simply, if I am making 3 points here, these 3 points, can you join these 3 lines with the help of a single line? No, it will. One line will be here, one line can be drawn here. Then you can say that we have joined these 3 points with the help of 2 lines, not with the help of single line. So it is not collinear points. These points are not collinear points. Now, if I talk about collinear points, what are they? First point, second point, third point. 3 or more you can say. So these 3 points, if I want to join these 3 points, I can join them with the help of a single line. Here, if I can do that, so these 3 points are collinear points. What are collinear points? 3 or more points which can be joined with the help of a single line. Okay. Let's move to our next important point, that is angle. Angle is basically important. So, what are angles? 2 rays. We have discussed what are rays. Rays have one end point and from the other side they can be extended as much as we want. So, 2 rays. I have made first ray here. This is the point. This is the end point, and here it is the arrow. That means I can extend it from this side as much as I want. 2 rays, it is talking about 2 rays. This is ray number 1. This is ray number 1. Now draw ray number 2. But with the condition that both the rays must have same or common initial point. This is the initial point. So initial point of ray 1 and initial point of ray 2 should be same. So it is like this. I have made second ray here. You can see this ray is having this initial point and from this side it can be extended as much as we want. So this one is ray number 2. This is forming an angle. Here it is, this portion we can say is forming an angle. I hope this is clear to all of you. Two rays with same initial point forms an angle. This is the angle now. So, now if I am giving the name, some name to these rays, it is A, B and here it is O. These ray number 1, ray number 2 are basically called sides of the angle or arms of the angle. Rays, or I can say ray 1 and ray 2. These rays are called sides or arms of the angle. Arms of the angle. Arms means hands. You can see these two are the hands of this angle. So we are saying this is arm 1, this is arm 2. Now this common point here, that is O, this common point is called vertex. What it is called? It is called vertex. Common point, yeah, common initial point, common initial point, common initial point is called vertex. Vertex means, basically vertex means corner. We have studied what is the vertex, basically the corner. This corner, it is the corner of this angle. So this is vertex. Now if I want to write the name of this angle, how will I write the name of this angle? That is important. You cannot arrange any of the alphabet in any order. One important thing to keep in mind while you will write the name of the angle, that is, vertex should be written in the middle always. Like if I want to write the name of this angle, what is the vertex? O. What is the vertex? O. So O will be written in the middle only. Vertex will be written in the middle only. After that, these two names A and B can be arranged by their side, by the side of O. O is in the middle and rest of the two letters are by the side of O. So what is the name of this angle? AOB, or it can be BOA. One thing that should have fixed place, that is the common point, the vertex. Vertex should be in the middle always. These names can be on either of the side, like AOB or BOA. Both are correct because both are having vertex O in the middle. With the symbol of angle, that is, this is the symbol of angle. So how we write the name? We write the name of any angle like this. Vertex should be always written in the middle. Now, any angle divides this plane into three parts: interior, exterior, or on the angle. Okay, you can see we are having lots of angle here. This is the angle because of these two rays. This is forming an angle. Here it is also an angle. This one is an angle. We are having lots of angle here. So you can see interior means inside, exterior means outside. So what are the points written inside or interior of these angles? You can see W, point W is written inside the angle. This point Z is written inside the angle. Any other point written inside the angle? Inside the angle. This is the angle here. This is the angle here and W is written interior of it, inside of it. So what is the interior point? W and Z. After that, the point which is written in the exterior or outside. You can say this is interior, interior. This one is outside. This one is outside. So what is the outside point? Y. Y is totally outside of this figure or these angles, na? So exterior point is Y. On the angle we are having how many points which is written on the angle? You can see this X, this point X, where it is? Is it in the interior of the angle? No, interior of the angle is this portion. Is it outside the angle or exterior of the angle? No, it is drawn on the angle itself, on the boundary of the angle itself. So what is the point on angle? It is X. It is D, E, A, C, F, B. So this is all about angles. Now let's discuss some questions and examples. Example number 1. You are having a figure here. You have to see this figure and answer these questions. Okay. First one is, what is the other name of angle 1? This is the representation of angle. Angle 1. You have to write the other name of angle 1. Find angle 1 in this figure. Here is the angle 1. This is angle 1. Which one is angle 1? This one is angle 1. It is formed by this ray and this ray. This angle 1 is formed by this one and these two rays. Okay? So what you can write as the name of this angle? Okay, it can be vertex, should be always in the written. So this is the vertex of angle 1. Vertex should be there in the middle always. O. And what are the two other letters? This is the angle A and B. So you can write A on one side, B on the other side. With the sign of angle. It looks difficult, but it is not that difficult. You just need to look for the question and then add the figure. Name a point. You have to tell a point that lies interior. Interior means inside. Inside of 3. Angle 3. You have to tell a point which is lying inside of angle 3. Where is angle 3? Find angle 3. Here it is. This is angle 3. It is formed using this ray and this ray. These two rays are forming angle 3. And is there any point which is written inside this angle 3? Yes. This is the point here. This is the point written inside it. So what is it? U. What is the answer? U is the point written inside angle 3. Now, name a point, a single point that lies on. On means on the boundary. Oh, it is not inside, it is not outside. On the angle, on the boundary of the angle. So name a point which is on angle 2 and angle 4. There are two angles given, angle 2 and angle 4. You have to tell one single point which is coming in both these angles, angle 2 and angle 4. So this is angle 2 and this is angle 4. This angle 2, angle 4. Angle 2 is having points X, O, Y. And angle 4 is having B, O, Y. Which one is common? In angle 2 it is X, O, Y. In angle 4, B, O, Y. Which one is common? Y is common. So, what is the point which is lying on angle 2 and 4? It is point Y. Next, name a point which lies in exterior. Exterior means outside. Outside of angle 1. Point outside of angle 1. Here is the angle 1. Tell any point which is outside angle 1. It can be U or it can be V. Here it is all. There are 2 points here. Both these points are outside this region of angle 1. So you can write any point. It is, we are writing V here. V is the point which is in the exterior of angle 1. Let's do some more questions like this only from innings 4.1. Question number 1 that says, see this figure and answer the question just like this one. Okay. First question is, name 3 line segments. Line segments have 2 endpoints. They have fixed length. They can be measured and they cannot be extended from both the sides. Name 3 line segments whose one endpoint is B. 3 line segments having one endpoint B. That means line segment starting from point B. Where is B? Here it is, this one is B. You need to tell 3 line segment using this B only. Okay. So, what are the 3 line segments? You can see BD. BD are the line segments. Is the line segment. BC. BC can be the second line segment. And any other line segment from the point B, that is BA. Why BA and not BG? Because BG is not a line segment, it is a ray. Because one endpoint is there, but on the other side it is an arrow. That means it can be extended. So BA. A is having it is not represented by the arrow on A side. So, BC is a line segment starting from B. BD is another line segment starting from B. And BA is the third line segment starting from B. So, BC, how we represent line segment? We make a line above the name. So, it is BC, BD, and third one is BA. 3 line segments starting from B. Next, name 3 angles with vertex C. 3 angles having vertex C. That means the common point C. So here it is, C is here. C is forming how many angles you can see? With this vertex C, here we are having one angle, second, third, fourth. Only you have to tell 3 angles. So you can write any of the name. So how we will write the name of the angle here? Suppose this is the first angle with vertex C. So how we will write? Vertex should be in the middle. C will be in the middle only. After that, F and E can be written on the either side. It will be angle FCE. Angle FCE. Next one is the angle, this one. FCH. C is the vertex, C is the common point of these two two rays. So C will be written in the middle, and on the two sides we can write H and F. So it is angle FCH. FCH. Next can be HCA, or it can be HCD. So you have to just write 3. So we are writing HCA. Angle HCA. Next one, name an angle with vertex B. A single angle with vertex B. B is here. This is the B here. Tell an angle which is made using vertex B. So it can be this one, or it can be this one, or this one as well. So you just need to write one. So we are writing DBC. This angle DBC. Write it down, angle DBC. B is the vertex, so it is written in the middle. Next one, name a ray with point C as one endpoint. A ray start from a point, endpoint, and ends. On the other hand, on the other side, it can be extended as much as we want. It has no fixed length. So a ray with point C. C is the point here, and a single ray you have to tell. We are having so many of them. CE, CF, CH. So just write any one. I am writing CE. How to represent the symbol? The same way. It is like on one side arrow should be there. This is one ray with endpoint C. Now our next question is question number 2. Answer the following based on this given figure. Again same category question. So first question is name two rays that starts from B. Two rays. Rays have point on one side and arrow sign on the other side, because it has one end point and it can be extended from one side. Okay, starting from B. Where is B? Find B in this figure. Here it is B. If you will say BK, is it a ray? Yes, it is having starting point, one end point, but on the other side it is not having arrow sign here. So it is not a ray. B and this one, this is a ray. Yes, starting point is here and arrow on the other side. So B, no name is written here, that means this is D. BD, and second one is this one. You can see arrow is here. So B. Look, you can see F is the name of this given line segment. So this it will be BH. BH is the second ray. Write it down. First one is BD with the sign of ray. Second one BH with the sign of ray. B part. Name all the line segments concurrent at point I. Concurrent lines are basically the lines, various two or more line segments which meet at one point. You can see here I, this is the point I, and various lines are intersecting here at point I. So those sets of line will called concurrent line. So you need to tell all the line segments which are intersecting at point I only. Okay, so what are the line segments which are meeting at I? You can see GH, KB and FD. These are the three lines. You can see I, on I, which line segments are intersecting. GH, KB, FD. So these are concurrent lines. Write the name, line segments. So we have to write the name here. It is GH with the sign of line segment. After that KB, and then FD. I hope this much is clear to all of you. Next one, name two sets of collinear points. Collinear points are the points which comes on a single line, which can be joined using one single line. So look at this figure. You can see here, this is point B, this is point H, this is point C. And these three points are joined using only one single line. So point B, H and C are collinear points. You need to tell two sets. So first set we are writing B, H and C. These are the 3 points which are joined using single line. Any other? There are so many possible. You can see B, I and this K. B, I and K are 3 points joined using only single line. So write it down, the second set. B, I and K. You just need to tell two sets, that's it. Next one, what is the vertex of angle HIC? As I already told you that while we write the name of the angle, the vertex should be always in the middle. If this name is written and in the middle there is I, so what will be the vertex? It will be I. You can also see HIC. What is the vertex? I is the vertex. I is the answer. After that, name the angle with line IK as one of its arm. In angle, there are 2 arms. Out of those 2 arms, one arm should be IK. Name the angle. IK. This should be the first arm. This is the first arm. So second arm can be IC. This is forming an angle. IK is there. IK should be there. Or it can be this angle IKG. KIG. Or it can be this one. You need to tell an angle having IK as one side. So it can be KIG or it can be KIC. So write one of them. I am writing angle KIG. This angle is having arm KI. Clear? I hope clear this one. Okay. Next one, question number 4. How many lines can be made to pass through one point? You are having only one point, this point. Now, how many lines can you pass through this point? 1. Can you pass more line from this single point? Yes. Second, can you pass more? Yes, we can pass more. Actually, we can pass more and more and more. That means from using or from one single point we can pass infinite number of lines. We can pass infinite number of lines from one single point. So what is the answer of this A part? Infinite. How many lines we can pass from one single point? Infinite. And how many lines can be passed using only 2 points? 1 point, 2 point. How many lines can be drawn from these 2 points? Only and only 1. Using 2 points, we can only make one line. And using 1 point, we can form as many as we want, infinite number of lines. So, answer of the second B part is infinite. It is one and only one. One and only one. So that's it for today. We have discussed all the basic elements of geometry starting from points till angles. Now we will use these elements further in next exercises. So that's it for today. Revise all the topics, practice more and more questions, and good luck all of you.